Houses be doing a boy dirty these days.
Oh, here's my mic.
Yeah, especially if you want like a space like this.
Yeah.
You don't
Yep.
want to live in a fucking shoebox.
Anyone's headphones too loud or too quiet or any of that?
I'm good.
You don't need them, really. I do
I'll be
have
fine.
backup ones. I do have backup ones on that.
Depends
chair
how
right
official
there.
you want to look, I suppose.
Is
We
it
just
an
do it-
official thing, or am I just okay?
Yeah, we just do a little blast off at the intro with one of our songs, and then other than that, we don't really use it, so you're good.
Yes.
Very important,
The
though.
intro's going to be really funny to him.
Oh, I know.
It's just going to be me.
We had one person went like 30 minutes into the podcast without telling it. I'm not blaming
I
them.
know.
Not blaming them, but went 30 minutes without telling us, hey, are they supposed to, am I supposed to be hearing stuff
Yeah.
out of this? And of course, it was just something simple, like a knob was turned down or whatever.
She's like, I just thought that was the way it is. It's like, well,
Kind of it is.
I can understand that.
I think technically we're rolling right now. Does it say record on the TV, Steven?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, tight.
Sure does.
Let's get here.
Let's just blast this thing off and let's see if it works.
Wes is just gonna have to come in.
Wes is, tell him to Bart, tell him there's an open garage, just find your way. Steven's loud, he'll hear him. I heard you
He'll hear
coming
me.
up, yeah.
Let's
Take
keep
it, boy.
And blast!
Welcome to the BandHouse Podcast. My name is Taylor John Harden, and that's Steven, your boy Myers, over on the couch, wearing the
right.
same damn salmon shirt he wears every podcast.
No, I didn't wear this last week.
4 out of 5 podcasts you wear
Is
that
it
shirt.
4 out? You haven't done that.
I have the thumbnails to prove it.
Do you have the thumbnails?
Yeah, I do. Anyway, we got a flock of birds here with us, as Steven called them earlier. The band is Bad with Birds. We got 3 of the 4 members right now. We got Vaughn, we got Pat, and we got... damn, I was 2 out of 5.
Pat, Matt, Vaughn.
Pat, Matt. Oh, it was! Oh,
Pat, Matt, Vaughn.
that's not bad. Those are some good
And
names.
Wes is on his way?
Yeah,
Wes is on
Yeah.
his way.
Tight.
Pat, Matt, Vaughn with Wes on the way.
Yeah, well, let's start off with some normal stuff. What instruments do you guys play?
Well, hold up.
Yeah.
Get up, come on, get down with subscriptions.
Oh, yeah.
Get up, come on, get down with subscriptions.
Pitch it.
Get up, come on, get down with subscriptions. Open up the page, and then you click on the thing.
Yeah, dude. Open up that wallet and make sure to check us also out on the greatest website of all time, patreon.com. Anyway, I forgot to plug it.
Patreon, motherfucker.
Hell yeah, dude. That video got more thumbs down than it did thumbs up.
Well, yeah.
But I mean, that's how it's going to go.
I was gonna say,
what happens
I
when you
was
scream,
I was
"Give me
thinking
your
about
money."
this as I took out the trash. I was like, our podcast has a really good ratio of views to likes
Yeah.
because we usually get like 2 likes
Yeah.
every video. So it's like our ratio is fucking incredible.
It's in the green, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fucking having a good time with it, though. So what do we got? What instruments are we working with here? I mean, we listened to you guys, and by the way, I'm a super fan. I was so nervous today to meet you guys. I'm like, oh.
No, for real. Like,
Whoever the guitar player is, the singer, I don't know if they're the same guy yet. I don't really know. We watched that live video, but that was before we knew the deal, and I don't recall anything. There's a bass player I'm a super big fan of.
Yeah.
Dude.
dude,
That's what I wrote. I had
like
notes here. I was
fucking
like, dude.
Primus level bass lines. I was
Yeah.
listening to it on the way here. I'm like, holy fuck.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was noticing is that you guys leave room for them. That's what's dope. Is a lot of people don't leave room for bass, and then bass tries to do something and it's too much. It's like, well, yeah, because y'all are taking up space.
There's so much going on with you guys, like just listening to the music. Like a lot of the guitar riffs, it makes me think of like, this is what Kurt Cobain wanted to play, but he wasn't good enough at guitar.
Dude, that's a unique and dope compliment. That's that. Yeah.
It's a great like just dissonance
Oh yeah.
to it.
Oh yeah.
And then you get like halfway through the album and you just have this banger of a song with Lemons, just this fucking and it's after like 4 or 5 of these just like super like raw, just fucking, I don't even know how to describe it, but then
Bangers.
you have like you're like, I don't know if you'd what would you call it, like a radio hit, like that would be, I would pick that one to get like blown up on the radio.
Which one?
Lemons.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That fucking dope riff. God. And then who's the vocalist?
Me.
Dude, you are a
all right.
straight like Sebastian Bach sounding motherfucker. Like I don't even, it's incredible.
we were saying I was listening Candlebox. Do you guys listen to Candlebox at all?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, Skid Row. Any of that?
No,
little
actually,
bit.
There is good. I've heard Skid Row.
Yeah.
Skid Row, yeah.
Who else did we say they sound like? I was listening to that podcast.
Sebastian,
again.
yeah.
Your
so we
voice is
said
just
Sebastian Bach.
all American, dude. It's just like rock.
I don't
really
know
good.
how to describe it, but
Bruce
yeah, really
Springsteen.
good.
Honestly,
Biggest fan.
I would take Chris Cornell or Freddie Mercury.
yeah.
For sure, Chris
Yeah.
Cornell. Duh.
Yeah.
But
What song is it that definitely was like an audio slave? They start on the 7. We had a conversation about it, and then it went
That's
up to-
Lemons.
Oh, then yeah.
That's the song I'm talking about. That's
that
Lemons.
intro. Yeah. That
Yeah.
thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely, dude.
Fuck yeah,
All
man.
right, so we've pampered him up a little bit.
Yeah, you filled his head up, and I agree with you about Kurt Cobain not being good at guitar. By the way,
Yeah.
we can
It's
get into my
funny.
opinions on Nirvana in a little bit.
what's
if you'd like.
hilarious is
I want to get into it right now.
This is a perfect time.
You want to know my? I fucking hate Nirvana.
All right.
Okay.
Wait.
All right, let's go.
State your name and your instrument, and then
Vaughn,
continue.
Vaughn guitar.
Okay, just in case.
Yeah, I.
By the way, we're going to put this on TikTok,
Yes.
and everyone's going to hate you.
That's
Yeah.
fine. The long running joke in our band is, well, you can tell it.
Well,
like,
first of all, I'd just like to say that the hilarious part is that Vaughn looks exactly like Kurt Cobain with glasses. If you look up,
I would like to disagree, but
no, if
I see it. I see it. I see.
He
it
was
immediately.
handsome.
He was handsome.
He was handsome.
Ladies loved him.
If you
I'll
look
take
up
him.
a picture of Kurt Cobain from 1992 when he shortened his hair and was wearing glasses, like he looked like Buddy Holly, he looks like Vaughn.
I see
you look
it.
deep and steady. Do you want me to take my hat off?
Maybe.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Oh.
I'm not going to be offended either way.
Especially if he
he
shaves.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah. No, you're good, dude. Kurt was handsome. You don't have to like his. You know.
So,
They're not
so now
saying.
stand up, do a little twirl for
They're not
me.
saying you look like his guitar ability. Stand up, do a turn.
His ass is different.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, take your coat off.
You,
Take your shoes off.
yeah.
Yep.
No,
That's how I remember coat. I'm not going to know unless I see.
the
I'm not going to know unless I see your feet.
The long running joke is that someday we'll do a Nirvana cover band, and just to spite me, we'll take the Nirvana like smiley face logo, throw glasses on it, and call it NIRVAUGHN.
Hell yeah.
Nirvana.
I every time I start playing a Nirvana song at practice for no reason, I'm just like, let's piss Vaughn off today.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
Who does that? I feel like you're the guy we piss off. But what do we usually do? To piss, like me and RJ will play like the Beatles, and you don't like the Beatles or whatever.
No. Well, I like Beatles songs. I just don't like the way the Beatles sound. I like when other people sing.
Right.
the Beatles.
Right. That's
Yeah.
a that's a.
They make great
Bob
songs.
Dylan.
That's
Yeah,
honestly
Bob Dylan.
me.
That's like Bob Dylan. Yeah.
That's me with Pink Floyd.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you.
Floyd. Yep.
Yeah, I like it better when somebody else does Floyd songs.
Yeah. What's There's a really heavy version of Money. You ever heard that?
Yeah, Velvet Revolver did one.
Oh,
They did
I don't know that I've heard that.
Yeah,
Huh.
no, they did.
I'm thinking of. I want to say it was a band. I think it was Of Mice and Men. Is that?
I haven't heard that one.
It's like a movie or whatever.
Yeah, it's like a
Or
super
book.
heavy.
It's a thing.
Heavy,
It's a
like
thing I've
modern
heard.
rock version of it.
There's a dope Velvet Revolver version that they did for the Italian Job.
Oh, okay.
I don't even
I
know
bet
if
that's probably
on-
better.
The one with Mark Wahlberg?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
The Boston job.
What?
Nothing. The Boston job.
Anyway, we never really. So, okay, why don't
Steven.
you like Nirvana?
It just sounds like a bunch of noise to me.
Okay.
That's fair.
Like I'll
Meaning
take the old curmudgeon on that one. And like one time, I don't remember if it was you or if it was Wes said, let's piss Vaughn off by covering Tourette's.
Stealing Wes's mic. So you
Yeah.
can-
Oh.
I think was it.
Meaning he listened.
And I'd never heard the
It's
song
like
before.
their most ridiculous
Yeah,
song too.
I'm driving home from like the grocery store or something, and I was like, okay, fine, I'll listen to it. And I just turned it on, and I was like, no, I just cannot even remotely do this.
That's the. Bow, 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 bow.
Oh, you talking about Wishka?
Yeah.
Money Banks, Wishka. That just
Yeah.
reminds me of Spencer, dude.
Oh, I
The
know.
last time we saw this guy, dude, he was in the Muddy Banks. Of
He
Wishka.
was in the
This
muddy
is the
mud
blackest
banks
blackout I've ever seen in my life.
that he created for himself.
So if
'cause
you're
he
into
was
that-
throwing up all over the place.
Yeah, but that's on brand if you like Nirvana and you like Wishka.
That's the worst I've ever seen anybody ever. I think that was horrible.
You didn't see me 2 weeks ago.
I know. I was just thinking about that. I was like, the only thing that could top it would be Taylor.
Dude, I'm like, it changed my life. I'm like sober now.
Yeah,
Like I'll say it. I'm sober. I don't even care.
In 2 weeks.
for
It's been
a while.
it's been 2 weeks, yeah. But I'm not even sober. But you know what I mean. Like
heard
it
you,
really, I might go sober, full sober.
Yeah.
I'm teetering on the fence right
Yep.
now.
Do you
But-
feel like you hit rock bottom?
Yeah. and my car exploded the month before that. So like,
You have
I
had
thought
a
that
rough
was
year.
rock bottom.
Yeah. You
I
really
agree.
have had a rough year.
It's a tough one, dude. We keep going.
Well, now you're doing an interview with us, so
Yeah. Could it get any lower, dude? Actually, let's talk about you guys. You guys have a good following. I've seen your live shows. You got people know the songs and whatnot. How do you do that?
How? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's the best answer. If you were to go home, let me tell you how it is. I'll show you how it is.
There's a hidden
really,
secret.
yeah. What
There's
is
a
it?
hidden secret that every band knows of how to get a following, and they never tell anyone.
Right. It's like magicians and their magic.
Yeah.
Because it is magic. But no, I mean, it's just a matter of time, the slow growth. How long you guys been a band?
We formed during the pandemic, or right before the pandemic. It was like
Pandy band.
That is impressive.
it was like
Yeah.
January where we started hanging out and playing. We didn't have a drummer yet, but wait, maybe we found a drummer like
We found a drummer in February.
right before
Yes.
February, and it's just like I can't wait to play shows.
Yeah.
so we're
And
lucky
then-
we have a lot of time to
Well-
write music.
And these
For
two
sure,
guys,
for
these
sure.
two guys, I joined up. So these guys are brothers, and they've been doing music together for a long, long time. And I joined up with you guys. Well, that's my dad, not Wes. I joined up with you guys, in January or February, and they already had like a catalog of music. So we could have been ready to go. We
Right.
just needed the drummer, and then everything happened and everything shut down.
I was bored of the old songs anyway.
And they're good songs
Fuck
though.
yeah.
But so then what did we do? We took a couple weeks off before we started practicing again. We let the dust settle, and then we started getting together again at Old Rainier Brewery in Georgetown,
Yeah.
Tight.
and we worked
Yeah,
pretty hard for a while, and then recorded at Robert Lang and Martin Luther King weekend of 2 years ago, last year. I don't
It
know.
was 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah, we had Wes last year.
That's right.
Yeah.
Who is real
Is he?
and will be here.
So drummer. He must be the
I
drummer.
believe you when I see it.
Or wait, are
ready
you?
the second
You must be guitar.
Yes.
Okay, so because of the strong Kurt Cobain. feel.
Rig rundown. What are you using?
What am I using? That depends. Well, right now I play all Fender amps. So my Fender amp is a. What is my freaking
Taylor's just getting a fucking erection.
I'm losing,
Yes.
I'm losing
Yep.
so I used to play a Fender Blues Deluxe, but now I play a Fender. What's my amp?
Oh, I love when they
Silverface.
don't-
It's a Fender Silverface.
Oh, nice.
And so then that goes through. I mean,
Is that all tube?
Yes, all tube, but it's only got one channel, which is what I like. I don't like a gain channel.
You know what's funny is I don't know. I'm kind of starting to warp into that too. Like
Let me just take a quick. I'll find it. But
there's something nice about simplicity.
yes, I like everything to run through my feet for some reason. Like a lot of
Yeah.
guys, like
Big on feet.
some guys really like. You should know, man.
Why would he know?
I don't know. It's a
He's into foot stuff.
fuck. I'll
that
get
timing
on. I'll
was
get
so
on
good.
reverb and I'll find it. But anyway, so then everything I do, all my distortion goes through my feet.
What kind of distortion pedal?
So right now I have a Rat Proco 2, courtesy of him. And then there he is. He is Leo. And then
Just hop right
Wes.
in. Just
hop right in.
So you have to share the mic. You can take the mic off
Wes
the
the
clip.
best.
Hey Steven, you want to share? Give him your mic, and then you and Pat, is it or Matt?
I'm mad.
Damn it, dude!
I'm Marlene. Hello, Marlene. I'm
Matt's next to
Charlie.
Steven.
For the first
Okay.
I know
many
Wes.
months in the band, the Pat and Matt thing just totally screwed me up.
Yeah.
I still get like miffed by it. I'm like, wait, who's who? Which one's
It
what?
doesn't rhyme. You say
I don't know how people
Have to
do
get,
that.
like
Patrick and Matrick.
Oh, is that,
No, like
is that
my
what we're gonna have to
family
do?
does that too. Like sometimes I'll get like
Yeah.
my daughter will be like, Matt. Grandma. Pat. like how?
All right, so you got
Oh.
kids. Guy in a rock
Yeah,
band
I
with
got it.
kids.
I have a kid.
How old?
10.
Oh, awesome, dude.
Yeah.
How's that?
Weird.
Yeah.
How do
Does she
you?
sing?
How is your kid already 10? You do not look old enough to have a 10-year-old kid.
That's true.
I don't know. It just happens, man. They just grow.
10 years later,
really?
They just
Yeah.
grow. and
See,
you
I'm
can't
learning.
stop 'em.
something happened 10 years ago.
No.
What?
Yeah.
What, Taylor?
Steven's got a kid.
Yeah, I have one kid and another on the way.
Congratulations, man.
Congratulations.
Right, he's gonna have a he has a
Congratulations.
boy.
That's
He's gonna have a
fantastic.
girl.
How
What
old's
about you guys?
How old's the one you have?
My son is 2.5.
Right on.
Yep. And my little baby girl will be here in April.
Nice.
So how do you?
Congratulations, dude.
So Pat, how do you? I had to do some mental gymnastics. how do you manage the kid having a kid and doing rock and roll stuff? Because Steven is terrible at it.
Yeah, I just ignore mine.
I was gonna say he
How
stopped
do you
calling
do-
me as
how
soon
do
as
you
his
do
kid was
yours?
born, but he went the other way.
Well,
I'm totally kidding. By the way.
to tell you the truth, I don't sleep. I just
There
do,
it is.
Oh man.
I just do all the stuff with her during the day, and then anything I want to do, I just
Right.
do it like 3 a.m.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
What is that? Just
I finally have somebody.
yeah,
No, the last
That is my
song-
fucking life.
yeah.
The last song that I did vocals for, I literally had to wait till like 1 a.m. to get it done.
That could be a good sweet spot though. Sometimes, depending on your vocal
That is fucking
schedule.
hilarious.
Except you gotta scream. So if everybody's asleep,
Good.
and then you just hear this scream out of nowhere, like Jesus Christ.
That's kind of what the deal is here.
turns up.
Like I'm sure Aaron's sleeping right now, but he always is. He's like, do whatever you want. I'm like,
He
are you sure?
if he's anything like when we were growing up, he's
He mostly
sleeping right
sleeps.
now. He mostly sleeps.
But yeah, he's like, I got headphones. I'm like, we've had band practice, metal band practice,
Yeah.
like loud slamming drums.
It's like my fucking dad. I would be
He'll sleep
playing.
through it.
I'd be playing drums after school, and he'd come home, and I'd go upstairs. He'd be asleep, like snoring. I'm like, how the hell did you sleep through all? I'm playing like
Yeah,
metal
yeah.
and shit. You know?
That would be cool to be able to do
Yeah, I
that.
guess so.
I don't think I could do that. I'd be like,
I could, because there's
You
a point
listen
where
into the
it's
groove
just-
and
it's
shit.
so much noise that it just
sure.
like there's like an acceptance.
Yeah.
The things that get me are like little creaks in the house and shit. That
Oh,
wake
like
me
a
up.
silence, like
Yeah.
silence.
That's
I
the
got
shit
you.
that wakes me up.
Yeah,
But if
that's-
it's like a constant noise,
You should live in the city.
You got to sleep with a fan.
I did.
I do.
That's
You did. Oh yeah.
that's the only way
did.
I sleep.
So Wes, let's get your backstory. You're the
Yeah.
drummer. How long have you been playing drums?
Oh, shit, half my life.
Nice.
27 now. Started playing about when I was about 13, 12, 13. But I had drums in my life. Like my dad is a drummer, so I've had them in my life my whole life pretty much. I was just, too small to really play until I was
Right.
about teenager.
For sure.
But yeah, did that. Grew up self-taught, just played at home forever, and there was no music scene where I grew up. It was just me and my one guitar player friend. We just like make noise.
Nice. Yep. That's how it
And
goes.
then I moved out here in 2019, and I met Vaughn pretty early on at some jam, though we didn't really know each other yet. And then
Lamplighter.
yeah, it was the Lamplighter, right?
Nice, nice.
Good chicken strips.
Oh man, long time ago.
Where'd you come from again?
Chicago area.
Oh, right
So like
on.
actually, really, it's actually closer to Milwaukee, but it's pretty much like right on the border of Illinois and Wisconsin, right on the lake corner.
You have bands out there?
No,
No?
Not, I mean, there were bands, but I didn't know. I wasn't. There were, like I said, there's not really a scene, or if there was a scene, it was like really like guys in their mid 30s doing like metal,
Right. Right.
and a little 17-year-old sheltered kid
Yeah.
doesn't know anything about that scene. So actually, my dad was in a metal band, but it was different. He was part of a different scene. That
It was different. He was in his 40s.
So he was actually he was a 55-year-old dude when he was in a band with a bunch of 20-year-olds, and he was like the best drummer around.
Oh, nice.
But that whole scene sort of dissolved like in like 2010, and that's when I was like just starting. So
Really?
so yeah, so then I went to college and shit, and then I came here and I met these guys. I forget how. I think Vaughn asked me. He's like, "Yo, man, you want to be in our band? We need a drummer." I'm like, "Sure." And that was like I think May
that's how it goes.
2021.
And yeah, because you'd already been in Fat Saturn for a hot minute.
Yeah, I was in, yeah.
That's a great name.
Fat Saturn.
Yeah, I love these names.
Yeah, we're in two bands together. Actually, possibly three, but really two
What was the third
right
one?
now.
Right.
Yeah. Well, we got a little thing with James. What does that mean?
Stuff with James.
Yeah,
we're doing recording
little
stuff with
recording
James. It's
project.
not like
So
a big.
it feels
actual thing,
feels
so
like a
don't worry
third
about
band
it.
because I'm seeing this motherfucker like
Yeah.
every day.
just-
I see
Can I
Wes-
swear in this podcast? Okay.
Absolutely.
I
Okay,
see
I'm like a
Wes.
sailor.
Yeah, you're
The
good.
joke is that I see Wes as like, other than my wife, he's the person I see the most in one.
I'm like
week.
his second wife.
Because we do Fat with Birds together. We do Fat Saturn, which is a cover band, and then we're doing this recording project with a buddy of ours who's trying to put a conglomerate of all his friends together.
Yeah.
And he wants you on a track too.
Really?
Yes, he does.
Nice.
Sick.
He hasn't asked me
Where's
yet.
Where's Fat
He will.
Saturn play?
We kind of play all over the place, right? Breweries.
Yeah.
We're a cover band, so we just fucking play.
For sure,
like,
because that's what I'm doing right now is the cover band. I'm fucking so about done with it. I think that last show where I blacked out. I think that was it.
I feel like that's a bad
Let's hear about that one.
Yeah.
Because we've
It
had some times in our cover
Dude,
band.
it was just like I was just by myself, which is such a different gig than with a band. Because at least when you're with your band, you can say, "How shitty is this gig?" Am I right? But mine is like I'm working, so I'm like just. And honestly, actually, I want to change it and say it was a shitty gig, but it was a great gig up until they offered me whiskey and it was outside and it was cold. I'm like, yeah, that'll warm my fingers up. I'll shred. and that's a blackout. Next thing I know, I woke up in the hospital, bruises in my arms from ripping out the IVs. I almost got in a fight with the ambulance driver. No memories of it.
Holy fuck.
And I blame cover songs. I blame. No, it is unrelated, but it's also everything's related. You know.
Well,
Everything
our
is
band's nothing like that, thankfully. we don't have that kind of crazy
yeah,
crap going
we get
on.
down
No.
in BandHouse.
But have you ever been stabbed before a show?
Oh no, have you?
Now the
What?
in West Philadelphia, born and raised.
No,
Yeah.
no, because we are from Philly, but this has nothing. Philly has nothing to do with this story.
Just how alcohol and covers have nothing to do. Yeah.
It's actually it's not
really
cool.
stupid.
It's not cool.
It sounds pretty cool.
So
I'll be honest, it
I'm on the
sounds
edge of
pretty
my seat
fucking
right
cool.
now, yeah.
we were in a band back in Pennsylvania. We were playing a show up in the Poconos because we used to live out in the fucking woods.
Tight.
So we're on the way on the highway to this venue, and I drank like 3 gallons of water that day. So I'm like, guys, is there like a gas station we can pull over? And they're like, no, there's like nothing on this highway. I'm like, well, you should just pull over. I'm just gonna go off into the woods and go pee. So they pull over on the side of the road, and I go pee out in the woods. Like I go way out, so away from the road.
So nobody can see you.
Yeah, and then I turn around and I feel something impale me into the side, and I'm like, ugh! It's like, you remember that scene from Lord of the Rings where Frodo gets stabbed by Shelob? It's like, ugh!
Wait, you've literally been stabbed?
You're like tasting blood.
And I'm like, I turn around, I'm like, what the fuck just stabbed me? And they're one of these wooden stakes, or not wooden stakes, these metal stakes that somebody put in the ground so that deer don't run out in the highway. And I come back and I look through it and I'm like literally like bleeding. And there's like a hole in my shirt and everything. So I come back.
This is the first time hearing about
So I
this.
come back into the car. I'm like, guys, we got to get to the venue. They're like, what happened to you?
Not the hospital, the venue.
Were you in this band?
I got, it's Tantra.
This was Tantra?
Yeah, I'm like, I got fucking stabbed out there. By what? So I get to the show, and I'm like, I need some whiskey right now. And they're like, what happened to you? I'm like, not talking about it. So I just poured Jack Daniels on it, and then just played the show.
Holy fuck!
That's so hardcore.
Dude, that is so hardcore.
That's pretty
That's
good.
fucking crazy. How did you do
dear.
good?
What?
Did you kill it?
Yeah, did you do good?
Yeah.
Nice.
Like,
It's like, I don't remember.
I don't know. I mean,
I bled out and rushed to the hospital.
Yeah, the guitar's all red by the end of the night, just
Yeah.
covered in blood.
it
That
was
is the
okay.
most savage story I think I've
The
ever
only thing
heard.
close is when I was in a metal band with, what's this? Okay, Says the Snake was a friend's band. Sanctity and Silence was the band I was in.
Oh, I saw that band one
Yeah,
time.
and Stefan, the bass player, got hit by the guitar and
Ooh.
the bad
I've done it
part.
to you a couple times.
Swip, you know,
I almost did that to him,
and he's
too.
bleeding and he's badass and he wants to bleed now at this point. So he's doing everything. It's metal, so we're all like, keep playing, headbang, just headbang. And he was fucking shooting blood. He was spraying blood on the fans.
And you
So
get a
that's
blood
pretty metal
disease.
now that I say it out
That's
loud.
pretty metal, yeah.
Yeah,
You get a blood disease.
it's not classy, I'll tell you
By
that.
the way, guys, I have hepatitis.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, it was, yeah. But no, getting impaled while you're taking a piss is not fun.
Yeah.
That sounds
At least it was only my side and not somewhere more delicate than that.
right. Dude, for a second, that story, I thought it was going to be like a My Favorite Murder story, or like you were like, and then I was stabbed, impaled in the back.
Yeah.
Who? Your friends you were with
Yeah, I was
turned on
picturing
you?
some-
And they
No, I told
You had me like bleeding. You ran into someone and someone
Yeah, someone like,
stabbed you
popped
with a
out
knife.
popped out of the
No,
ground. And
that's-
stabbed you,
that-
you know?
I'm telling you, that
Why would he play
story-
in a band with him if he was stabbed with a knife.
That story,
I don't know.
that story would have come up so much sooner.
That's
had that
true.
been
If
what
it was a
happened.
real-
That's true.
got
That seems like
mugged.
something you tell people.
Yeah.
I got stabbed.
Hey, nice
by
to meet you. I
my
got stabbed.
Hey, I got stabbed once.
Colin, you should try it again, and then at that moment, just lean in and really lie. You know what
No,
I mean?
I had a scar from that for like 2 years.
So, I mean, it was bad. I mean,
It was like
You taste copper when you get when you.
it didn't seem like it was like it didn't hurt
Okay.
like that bad. It just stung a little bit, but like the fact that it literally like ripped my shirt and I had a scar from it from a long time. I'm pretty glad I poured alcohol on it.
Dude, yeah, for real.
Yeah. I mean, I think that is the right thing to do, right?
All right. Well, with all that being said,
Hold
that's
on.
how you get the music.
We weren't done with my rig rundown.
Oh yeah.
Oh, because
I gotta know about this guy.
Oh, yeah,
What
yeah,
is
yeah.
going on with that fucking bass tone, dude? That shit was savage.
You know, it changes all the time. I have. Yeah, I can hold this in. You might like.
Welcome to my TED Talk.
Let me connect.
No, changes all the time. So my amp is a Mesa Boogie. It's like a hybrid amp, so it's like only got preamps and doesn't actually have.
Oh,
like,
is it
full
the
tunes.
is it the Subway? Is that what it's called?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Subway
The
WD
Subway.
800.
Yeah.
And then so I have that. The basses I use vary, but I just got a brand new Fender 5-string P bass.
Fuck yeah.
Replaced the pickups on those, and then some of the new recordings I'm using that, but for the
What kind of pickups did you put in it?
just some Seymour Duncans. I wanted to
Okay.
do so. I have a 4-string P bass where I actually got the Les Claypool custom pickups,
The pachyderms.
the pachyderms, and put those in it. But they only cover 4-string P basses, so I couldn't do it for my 5-string, and I mainly
Right.
play 5-string basses.
That's surprising.
Yeah.
I would think normally it would
By
be
now.
pretty standard issue to have like a 5-string version.
I think Les only plays either a 4 or a 6.
Yeah,
you know?
he does.
Do they have a 6-string version?
No
of those
fives.
guys?
No, just
I
a
think he does a
4.
5-string on
They're-
like Lacquerhead or Tommy the Cat, and that's like it.
Oh yeah.
They're new pickups. Like when I was looking around to purchase some for my own, like I couldn't find them at first.
They just released like
They
last
just
year,
came
so.
out.
So I do that, and then the other main bass that I rock beforehand is a Music Man Bongo 5-string.
No shit.
Yeah.
I'm super jealous. That's fucking awesome.
So I guess that's mainly I mainly rock humbuckers or solid state not solid state, split coil pickups on both of those. So
Yeah.
Did you play guitar beforehand and then switch?
nope, I don't know how to play guitar for
Wow, Steven, he's way cooler than you.
shit. I actually
Yeah.
He's way more authentic of a bass player than you. Let's just put it that way.
I actually played so I actually started out playing bass when I was like 13 or 14.
Nice.
Like a year or two.
Then he became a drummer.
And then I played like drums for like 7 years.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of sitting back and not being able to be seen or do anything or move.
You can't practice.
Also, actually, it's the mainest thing is I couldn't practice anywhere because it's like I lived in an apartment. It's like, how am I going to practice in an apartment?
Yeah, that's tough.
And also, going to gigs sucked. I'm sure Wes knows, like, no one helps you carry that shit.
Oh no, of course not.
I help him carry.
I help him carry it.
You just said it exactly the same way that I did.
yeah, that was weird.
I do.
I'm definitely gonna.
No, but see,
Don't throw me
for
under the bus.
Part of the fun is actually hauling all the gear. I kind of like. I'm sure in 20 years, 10
Hey
years.
Wes,
I'm
you
gonna
want to be
like,
a drummer
"This
for our band too?
sucks." Oh man, see that's the question everybody asks me, and I'm reaching my limit.
Yeah, I know you're already at 3.
You, Justin.
I know, Justin. Yeah, he never helps us with our stuff.
But,
Actually, he doesn't complain either.
Yeah, but then I picked up bass around when I was 21 and then just like started playing. So it's been
For Tantra, yeah.
For our old band back in Philly, and I've just been rocking that ever since.
And when did you guys move here from Philly?
2018.
Okay, so 2018. You came in 2019. What about Vaughn?
2015.
Okay.
I
Many
lived
moons
in
ago.
Bremerton for a while, and then now I live in Seattle,
Interesting.
and I grew up in Montana.
Okay. all
Which
right.
means he has absolutely no reason to like the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, so that's what keeps throwing me. I'm like, what Buffalo Bills?
There are
Have-
Buffalo in. Is there Buffalo in Montana?
Yes.
Yeah, there used to be.
That's
That's
the
what I said, it
reason.
used to
That's
be.
the reason.
They call them the Bison Bills now.
There's at least one still.
I bet you in 40 episodes we haven't talked about sports once.
I will say I have Josh Allen as a QB on fantasy football, and he fucking murders every.
You're doing fantasy
He's-
football, and we've
he's-
never talked about it on 40 podcasts.
Yep.
I thought you didn't do any football.
He gets me fucking like 20, 25 points every week.
Oh, that's
consistently.
amazing.
Yeah.
Should pick up Jalen
If Josh
Hurts,
Allen could have been the officiant at my wedding, I would have asked him. Of course. him or Stephon Diggs. I would have taken either one.
Yeah.
The funny thing being, the three of us, me, Pat, and Vaughn, talk about sports all the time.
Nice.
And Wes doesn't do shit.
I'm not a sports guy at all.
He does not know
I mean,
sports.
I'll tolerate watching hockey. I think hockey's cool. I like seeing the fights and shit. And just
Yeah.
it's actually the only sport that I can watch because that shit's always happening.
Right.
But everything else, I'm like, I could give two shits.
So it's just funny to me that we're talking about sports again. And that's just
Wes is
Yeah.
just like,
I just listen, you know. I'm a good sport in that regard. I just kind of
I
nod
don't know.
along.
I've gone back and forth. I've grew up loving baseball, and then I I picked up guitar, and then it was like sports are not cool.
Because baseball wasn't that interesting.
Yeah,
I mean, you could
was,
always whack
sick
the
of
ball with
looking
a
at
guitar.
this, like, just-
You could.
This is like the first year that the Mariners were like anything.
Man, I didn't watch.
Yeah.
I'm just out of it right now, but I do like sports. Like,
Yeah, see, when the local team is winning, that's when I get into it.
sure, yeah. I mean, how can
Yeah,
you not?
Mariners go. You know.
How can you not? When the
Wait.
Seahawks were taking everyone by storm.
Such a fucking fair weather
So-
fan.
Oh, that was before they all got here, right? Seahawks were good so long ago now.
I just want to point this out. Wes is from Chicago and was literally alive the time Michael Jordan was playing.
oh, cool.
Yeah,
And
but
he's
I
like-
was too young, I think.
Yeah,
I don't think I knew about it until after.
yeah.
But where I grew up too, there was always a Green Bay Packers and Chicago Bears debate. It's like every other person you knew was a Packers fan or a Bears fan,
Right.
and there was always like this like, "Fuck you, man, fuck you," and it was always like, but it was like friendly, of course. But it was like, depending
Sure,
depending
yeah.
on whose house you went, you'd either see Bear shit or Packer shit all the time. And it
To
was
be
just
fair, I
like,
can't imagine being a Bears fan. That must suck.
A friendly check.
It's the same thing like the Eagles and the Cowboys, except it's not friendly. It's not
yeah.
friendly banter. It's just like they actually.
well, it wasn't friendly either, but it was. You never saw people get in fights. At least not where I lived.
You guys want to talk about a fucking real sport?
Hey. That's a great day.
Right?
That is a great day.
I haven't been able to afford golf in like 3 years, but I still have the fucking title. It's that. And I used to golf all the time, dude.
Why aren't you
I
wearing
like
it
the sport.
backwards?
Oh, it's way better backwards. Huh?
You got to do it
There
backwards.
you go. A backwards
It does-
Titleist hat.
That's your
Yeah.
official. That's your official look now.
As long as I'm not in public or with my girlfriend, I feel really
Your
cool.
hair's getting kind of long.
Now I feel
again.
like Wes. Because I don't know.
growing that shit
It's all the
out,
same shit.
dude.
It's all hitting a ball. I don't know.
I wouldn't.
It's gonna look bad, dude. I'm going.
horrible.
I'm going bald, I think. So I got to grow it out one last time.
Oh, you're
perfect
having
way.
one last stint.
Just grow it out. Perfect way to hide it. Just like everyone's gonna know.
Comb over.
Yeah, I'm
Soon to be
gonna
wearing
comb
the
my whole
beanie.
hair over. Yeah, I got the beanie somewhere. It's ready to go. Yeah, Headwear is good, dude. So what's your guys' favorite Headwear? We got a beanie. We got a hat.
I got headbands usually.
Dude, you got a headband. Headband kind of
Oh, the
head of hair.
headband.
I don't.
good.
I
You
don't
got
think
good
I've ever
hair.
seen Wes in
Yeah,
a
usually I
hat.
don't wear hats,
You
but
don't
if I
need
do,
it.
because usually the problem is that the hair just fucking pushes it off.
For sure.
Well, depends
So-
on what kind of
but-
depends on what kind of way I'm wearing my hair. Honestly, if
Right,
I'm wearing
right.
it down like this, I like the beanie. If I have it up in a ponytail, it's baseball cap, and if I have my cornrows out, it's a do rag usually.
Nice. Yeah, dude. Headgear, head accessories.
Yeah, I'm like a beanie guy, but if I'm wearing like a baseball cap, I look like Dumbo the Clown. My hair just sticks out.
I can see that. Yeah, I can see that.
Any other
A
time,
look's a look, dude. You can rock it.
Like straight like carrot top.
Yeah,
for sure.
depending on the day. Like today, my hair is sort of tame, but other days it's like totally fucking frizzed out.
I could see.
today he's Frank Zappa.
I was gonna say. I was trying to think of a good Frank Zappa joke this whole time. I couldn't come up with anything.
Check his arm.
Yeah, man, I got a tattoo in my arm.
Do you?
Yeah,
No way.
With the mustache. Wait.
That's tight. You guys are living up to my expectations. You like Primus, and he complimented the Primus, and he actually likes the Primus.
Oh yeah, it was some
Not that
straight-
that's a stretch, but I mean,
Yeah, no,
still.
Me and Wes bond over it all the time.
Yeah, we always
That's
yeah,
tight.
that's where our musical connection
That's
kind of
tight.
started.
I forget what the
Understand it.
song is, but right in the middle of it, it's got this fucking slap riff. I'm like, there's no way he doesn't like Primus. That's fucking.
Yeah. Some licks are undeniable.
When I first joined
Which
the
one
band,
is
I was
that?
like, this is definitely like a Primus influenced bass player because I could just tell like with the first note he played, I'm like, oh,
Well, and something I wanted to talk about, and I kind of brought on it right at the beginning, but now that you're all here, you guys leave room for the bass player, and it's rare. At least I think, maybe not, but like especially in the kind of music you guys do, it's more heavy, so you'd think there'd be a lot of this, but it isn't. It's chords,
It's very
it's bass,
very-
doing bass and kick
yeah.
drum. Maybe I'm not sure. I've only put a good hour or so into.
I could use more room.
I think part of that too is
So good.
you do drive a healthy number of the tunes. So if you're in the driver's seat,
Who
I'm
comes up?
not gonna sit on your lap while you're driving the car.
in
How
my
do you
opinion, is
guys write
80% of the band is bass and drums. The rest is just
if you're a
detail.
good band, that's a good way to do it because the rest everyone can hear. Like vocals obviously have to be good, but like if you don't have a good rhythm section, people are gonna be like something is not. I'm not able to dance to this. I'm not able to
Right.
groove in my mind. And I took that shit for granted being a lead guitar player since Kirk Hammett entered my life at age 14. But hey, we're all of us started at when did you start, Vaughn?
14, but then I put it away for like, I don't know, 10 years to do sports and chase girls, and then
Tight.
I picked it up again when I was, I don't know, 23. maybe.
Okay.
So you wanted to chase girls, and your plan was to put the
Put down
guitar
the guitar.
down.
I was gonna say, what the hell?
You went the sports
Backwards,
route.
man.
Cross country girls were.
I mean,
Yeah.
realistically, that's
Basketball,
a good plan.
man.
Sports is a good route if you can hang. I was like,
And by sports, I mean run cross country and track.
Sure.
So, but I like to tell people I play
sweating is
sports.
sweating, dude. Being in a band is a sport. If
We
that's
did-
the rule.
We did the opposite. We did the
What's that?
opposite.
At least one
they're
has.
skinny. You know, they're skinny and they're,
Yeah.
they're fit.
They'll be in
Well, if
shape.
you
They'll be
notice,
healthy.
he went back to playing guitar. So
Yeah, I didn't.
You don't still do cross country every weekend?
No.
You don't run marathons though?
No.
I still
not
want to
even.
see Vaughn play basketball against me and Matt.
Dude, you know what? I hung that jersey up in 8th grade. It's still at the halls of Lewis and Clark, middle school. So if you want to go check that out, you
I
can.
doubt they kept that shit.
Oh, I don't know, man.
That's
Did
pretty
they
good.
retire your number?
In my whole 7th grade season, I scored 3 points. So one layup and one free throw.
Hey, that's better than me. I only had the one layup.
so good.
I never made it through.
I got a foul right off the layup. So there you go.
And one.
It was an and one.
Yeah.
And then I was only ever up at the charity stripe one more time after that.
Dude, that's content. You should go see their.
Did you get moved up from the C team to the B team?
We did red and white teams.
Okay.
And red team was, because red was the dominant color of our logo, so red was the good team.
Okay.
Red was 8th graders. If you were playing on red, you were playing with 8th graders.
Ah.
But I was stuck on 7th grade.
The last time you played was 7th.
And then I heard Layla, and that was it.
Tight.
You know you can do more than one thing in life, right?
You can only do
It's
one.
a fucking shocker to me. I hold my breath every time I take a dump. I don't know what to do other than I could.
Dude, multitasking is for the birds.
It is for the birds.
We can fly and blink at the same time.
Dude.
My first guitar was a Jay Tercer rip off of a Strat, right? And I got it because I saw, I don't know if I was this Clapton. Are you familiar with Clapton's Greatest Hits album, where he's clearly from the Old Love video shoot? He's got this popped collar and Blackie's right there.
Yeah.
It's like Clapton's Greatest Hits. Just Google it. And I thought for the longest time that guitar was blue. I never knew Blackie was black until I was, I don't know, maybe 16.
Blackie was black.
And so I
Fucking riveting.
yeah, I know, right? So I bought the Blue Jay Tercer, and then it's been Strats ever since. And until I got my Telly, and they like to shit on it, but Bruce Springsteen's one of my favorite artists
one?
of all time, and I freaking love his Telecaster.
Is that right? Okay.
Absolutely. No, I don't know, the
he
Cream
looks
of Clapton.
good.
The Cream of Clapton. That's the record.
Ew.
The Cream of Clapton.
That's disgusting.
That's the one. And for the longest time, I thought that was a blue guitar.
here.
Inspired by that name?
Yeah, dude. That's
Vaughn is not the target
some of the
audience.
that's some of the best guitar playing ever.
What
on that
about,
record.
did you see when they did the Cream reunion?
I did, and
They
it was
should have called it Old Man Cream.
And I thought it was musically way better than anything they ever did in
It
the
was,
60s.
but I would have rather been at the show in the 60s, I think.
When they were all playing for themselves
And
and
it
just
was high.
they were
Way behind
high
almost
and
every
egos
fucking
were,
band.
were just
Yeah. I think it's just because it just was not nostalgic, because this is pre I was born, but you look back and you're like, oh look, there's no security. Those people are sitting on the stage. Have
no
fun.
man. And it cost him $275 to get in.
Right. So maybe that's what I'm more thinking of. But
No,
they
I agree with
sounded
you.
better, Old
So,
Man Cream.
I read his autobiography, and he was talking about how in the 60s or whatever in London, they just make the rounds to the clubs and they made their living doing that. Oh, we're hanging out with John and Paul, and now we're hanging out with Mick and Keith, and I don't know,
Ringo.
the Yardbirds, whomever. And it's like, oh wow, imagine that today.
Right.
You'd have to if you tried to go near, and this is literally the first name coming to mind. If you went near Puff Daddy, security would be on you, and
Right,
you couldn't
right.
see anyone.
Or he'd be the Joker, and he'd be yelling shit at you.
I'm hanging out with Vaughn tonight. Who the fuck is that?
Vaughn, you know who Vaughn is? What? The best blonde hair guitar player in existence.
Thank you.
That kind of segues into another topic I wanted to talk about, is the Seattle music scene, because I want to be more involved in it, but it's I'm not. But I feel like I am, because I'm a musician in the Seattle area, and it's I know a lot of people and stuff, but I don't feel like there's something cool that, where do you guys play? Let's go see these guys play. And
It seems to me like there's two scenes in
Yeah.
a way.
Yeah.
There's the Seattle scene, then there's the surrounding Seattle scene, and it just seems to me like I don't have a whole lot of like shit to back this up, but I've just noticed when I'm going and hanging out with musicians up in say Snohomish or in Tacoma or whatever, there's a different vibe, more rock heavy kind of,
Yeah.
almost like what used to be the grunge shit
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
in Seattle itself, it's a lot more like pop, a lot more like
Shoegazy,
dreamy, dreamy, vibey type
Yeah.
music.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like
nothing.
imagine
What
someone
the fuck is shoegaze?
imagine someone playing
That's where you're so either you're so socially awkward or you have so many pedals that you're all whole night you're staring.
Or you have
you're
so
staring
many
down
your
pedals.
guitar.
you got a Rickenbacker real high above your belt, you know, and you're playing jangly chords.
You probably
and
don't have
delay,
a distortion pedal
lots
on
of
your board.
reverb.
Yeah.
It sounds like a cop out. Like when I'm shoegazing, I'm literally not performing. Like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to look up. If I can just genre the shoegaze real
You think
quick.
about like what are you thinking?
So I mean, like I don't know. So,
I don't know. I have
Wes's,
no idea.
Wes's point. So like one of the best. I would say well, we've not played there, but
Yeah, bring those shoes up.
like, I've been there before, and one of the coolest like metal clubs and metal venues is the Plaid Pig, and that's in Tacoma. And that gets a lot of great hard rock acts that go through it.
There we go.
And I mean, I don't really, like hard rock acts do go through Seattle, but I agree with Wes where there's definitely much more of a, I can never say this word right. Never ever. Ethereal? Urethral? Ethereal? Is that the word?
You got it. You said it the second time.
Yeah, I know urethral is a word you're
Ethereal.
looking
I
for.
always said
Ethereal?
ethereal.
Like it's
forever,
like it's
but-
like,
Isn't that like Bitcoin?
Ethereum.
Ethereum or whatever that is. I don't know. He's the crypto guy. I don't know. But yeah, then that's kind of the one scene, and then I guess there was kind of a hard rock scene too. So we played Central. I don't know. Just start listing stuff off.
Chop
Yeah,
Suey.
we're playing Chop
next
Suey
week.
on
We're at Chop Suey
Thursday.
next week.
We should play Chop Suey.
Oh,
At
no
Chop
kidding?
Suey.
Because this will come out
You
Wednesday.
guys, I know the fucking
next
song.
Wednesday.
The first song I learned on drums.
Really?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we can try to make a promo out of it.
That'd be
Where's
hilarious.
Chop Suey at?
Cap Hill.
Cap
Okay.
Hill.
Yeah,
All right, guys. Do your
right next to the White House.
Do your best improv pitch right now. The camera is right there and right there. Go ahead.
This Thursday.
This Thursday.
Coming to a venue near you, Chop Suey in Seattle.
The
Bad
first-
with Birds, Bat Box, and who's the third band?
Atrocity.
Girl. That's right. Oh yeah.
The first voice I'm getting in my head is Sensei Rex from Napoleon Dynamite. Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei. Come see us at Chop Suey with Atrocity Girl and Bat Box. We are Bad with Birds.
8 p.m. I think, right?
8 p.m.
8 p.m.
8 p.m. That's about 20 minutes before Seattle goes to sleep.
Yeah.
Before I go to sleep, man.
Well, I think everywhere but Cap Hill. Cap Hill seems to kind of stay awake, but everywhere else, yeah, like it's dead.
I got a buddy up on Cap Hill. Dylan lives on Cap Hill. Yeah. Yeah, I think I kind of like it up there. I don't know. I don't really like I don't know. It's weird. That's
I am not.
I wouldn't want to live there.
It kind of sucked living there.
Right.
It would,
I also
yeah.
lived like on the road where like the fire department and the cops were.
Oh,
So
so it's just sirens
and
all
like,
fucking
and
night.
like just drunk people just walking home at like 1
Yes.
a.m. and
You
it's
lived
like,
in Crazy Town part of
It
Cap
sounds
Hill.
like college all over again.
Yeah, it's like
campus,
adult-
it's like campus. It's like adult campus town.
Honestly, living.
That's a great way to describe it.
The story I always remember when Carolyn was still getting her degree from UW, she had an apartment just up like off of like 50th on the Ave, and she lived like above 3 bars. And this one, there's always a motorcycle that's just ripping around, keeping
Yeah.
her awake. But then one night, there was just this really loud banging sound coming from the street, and we look out the window, and there's just this super drunk, half-naked dude picking up the street trash can and just banging it against the window. And it's like, oh my God, what the fuck is going on?
how do you
And
diffuse
all
that
while you're
situation?
paying,
Yeah.
all while you're paying $2,000 for
what
a
half
tiny
was
one
naked?
studio.
It
Was he Winnie the Pooh in it?
Yeah, was he Winnie the Pooh in it?
He was like in like underwear, and I
That's
feel
alright.
like he had like shoes on.
Wow. So the middle part.
So he's
was-
dressed like a
was the
toddler.
naked
Got
I
it.
don't know.
Yeah, the middle half.
But there's like that street was just always crazy people. Like I remember a guy hitting me up for like, I thought he was kind of an honest homeless person because I was going into Jack in the Box and he asked me to buy him food, and I'm like, all right, I'll buy you some fries, man. I'll go buy you some fries.
Sure.
And I swear to God, he goes, fuck that, man. I want a burger. I'm like, you gotta be shitting me.
Dude,
Yeah, it
whoever
sounds like
said
Seattle.
beggars can't be choosers
Yeah,
was wrong
exactly.
as
You gotta
fuck.
be fucking kidding me, dude.
Dude, I've had a similar in Tacoma. I went to give a guy some leftovers, and it was like pasta or something, and he was just like, "Nah." I was like, "He's like, nah, I'm good." I'm like, "Oh, times are fucking
that
tough.
fucking nuts?
Times are tough, dude.
Isn't that fucking nuts?
That's crazy.
Oh
I
my
would have
God.
taken it. I would have taken it, and I'm not homeless. This is my home."
Yeah.
kind
So
of.
Anyway,
Seattle.
yeah, we're playing Chop Suey next week. Central Saloon is one of our usuals. That's over in Pioneer Square.
Tight.
That's a cool
We're
place.
opening for
Yeah, I would love to see you guys there. That'd be
Yeah, that's on the 10th,
Fucking freak show.
January 10th.
Oh, it's a scene, man.
Pioneers.
It's a scene.
A pretty dope venue. It's just because it just hasn't been a lot of people have played there. I think is Factory Lux. Like I like the space. Like if it just got more attention, that'd be cool.
Yeah, that's at the.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Factory Lux. They deserve that.
It's
attention.
Old Rainier Brewery.
Yeah, it's at the
venue.
old Rainier Brewery, and but it's kind of it's the old tap room, and so it's actually cool. They converted it, and it's beautiful, but it's hard to find, and there's not a lot of good
Yeah.
there's not really foot traffic visibility.
Hold
You have to
on.
kind of know it to know
What
it.
place
to
is
go
this?
there.
I think I've played.
The Factory Lux, and it's Luxe.
Factory Love.
The
But
owner
it's-
Sam's really cool. He's
Yeah, is he the owner?
his mom.
Oh, that's right.
He works there.
Yeah, he's like, but
He's the
Sam's
manager.
super cool.
He's really nice. Yeah, and
Oh,
so
yeah.
they're right in that little like right below the tanks there.
Little enclave.
And it's a beautiful venue, and they have a fantastic green room, and they really do take care of the people that perform there. But it's just we feel like it's in a tough spot because it's in Soto. If the closest thing is T-Mobile.
The closest thing is the light rail like transfer station.
I want to see this show.
There's no passengers.
Dude, that is a
So it's
rock
it's
show.
Well,
bro.
that's
We love that
Prismia, right? I think
She's
that's
probably.
yeah.
I wish
we love
they.
that venue. So if you need
That's a
things to
special
do,
ability.
shout
To, you
out.
know she's good just by the pictures. I mean, you just know. Well, probably also because of the people at the show, but
I hope my pictures look like that.
right?
It's a really cool venue.
That guy's
It is.
probably good.
And what's the other?
Oh, that guy
something-
shreds.
The backdrop there, like that peacock backdrop or whatever it is.
yeah.
That's all original from the 40s or 50s.
Oh, I like
an
this picture.
actual
This one's dope.
Rainier Tap Room, yeah.
So this is open now, or they're open?
Yeah, it's
now?
open.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're
Like
open.
this is the legit.
I think they do like comedy acts there and stuff. It's not just music. They do a bunch of stuff
Fashion
there.
show, obviously.
Factory Lux Eternal. Boom.
Great space.
New place to check out. And then the other one was Central Saloon.
Central Saloon.
Yep.
I think I know that one. So.
And we played High Dive a couple times in Fremont.
Belltown
Yep.
Yacht Club.
Substation.
Belltown Yacht Club. That's a
Belltown
cool
Yacht Club
place.
is cool.
Belltown's
Oh,
cool.
what about? What were you gonna say?
The owner of Belltown Yacht Club. When we played there,
Ed.
he really made us feel welcome, and his name's Ed. And
Ed from Belltown.
Ed
Yacht
Maloney,
Club.
I think is his name. Yeah, he's super. He dresses like Elton John.
That's exactly what I was gonna fucking
Oh
say.
hell yeah!
with his
An
big boss.
Ed.
Yeah.
Such a straight
Oh,
like.
he's a
Ed.
super
Can't
cool
picture
guy.
an Ed dressing like Elton John. If I'm being honest.
Unless he's on a lot of cocaine.
I guess so.
Anyway, shout out to Ed.
Yeah.
What was I saying? Oh, Batbox. You guys are friends with Batbox? You played with Batbox?
I played with them once in another band.
Okay, I was like,
they're
you
cool.
guys
I don't
are
know them
familiar
super
with
well,
them.
but I like their act. It was very unique.
Because we had them on. We've had like
Yeah.
5 bands on now, so they're one of the few bands we've
that's
had on.
how we found you guys. Was they
Nice.
right? And then
That's
I
what I
started
thought,
watching
yeah.
some of your guys' videos. Like, hey, these guys might be all right to spend an hour with. You know,
Yeah.
enjoy it.
I think.
How do
I
you
think
feel now?
Yeah.
I'm terrified.
45 minutes in,
Solid
dude.
65.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
Hell yeah.
but we when we were booking this Chop Suey show, listened to their stuff, and I was like, hey, these guys are a lot of fun. Then you'd played with them, and you said they were great, so reached out to them, and then Atrocity Girl, them as well. And
Yep.
Yeah, and Atrocity Girl. If you know the band Kitty Junk, it's the drummer Angie. It's like her band, and I think
tight.
Ryan might be in it too. I don't
She's
know.
It's
guitar
Ryan.
player, I think.
And then somebody else.
I think it's Kitty Junk with more than 2 people.
pretty much. And,
Yeah.
and I think the music's a little different, but I don't know. I guess I'll find out Thursday.
We're
Yeah.
excited to play with them.
Yeah.
It's kind of a fun thing to show up and not know what to expect sometimes. Like
That's how I roll.
We like to live dangerously.
Love
That's
living on the edge, dude.
The best expectations are having no expectations, because then everything is like usually pretty
Well,
awesome. Or if it's
yeah.
there, or if it sucks, you weren't like hoping it was gonna be really good.
Right, and you can still have fun. And
I feel that if you have a goal,
If you have a
might
goal,
not
you-
reach
yeah,
it.
Vince Vaughn, dodgeball.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude,
So,
that's one of my favorite.
Play
quotes.
Cafe Racer in Cap Hill.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Cafe
I've been
Racer.
there.
And the
It's
Skylar.
so small, or is it go? Does it have a back area? I don't know about.
It's got an upper place. It's called the Obama.
Obama Museum.
Yeah, it's called
haven't been to
it's
the
the
Obama
official
yet.
Bad Art Museum of Art.
Oh, that's Art Museum of Art.
I
so
think
can say
they
Obama?
tried to force the Obama
Hell yeah.
phrase, but it's pretty funny because there's just a bunch of weird ass art up there.
Well, we're BandHouse, America's #1 BandHouse podcast.
There you go.
That's right.
You living up to
So what was it? Tell me about recording at Robert Lang, because
For sure.
I've been to Robert Lang Studios,
question.
and I think it's really fucking cool. So what was it? Was it like?
It's dope.
I wasn't in the band yet, so I'm gonna.
It was. That's the whole
dope.
story. No, so the way the story goes is we had a drummer who was with us. That drummer we found right when the pandemic happened. But then in February right before we got him, he moved back to Florida, and then Wes joined us. So Wes was not there recording with us, but Robert Lang was. It was a super cool experience walking in that first giant. What would you call that? A grotto-y type area.
You're talking like the main room
main
that like
room that's
shoots
super
way
high,
up
yeah.
with like the rock
Yeah.
wall and everything. Yeah.
And then you see posters of all these bands that recorded there, and like not single one of them does Vaughn like.
well, yeah, because their big thing is I think Nirvana recorded.
Vaughn
You
likes
Know You're
one
Right There.
Macklemore song.
That's fun.
I think
Really?
that's like one of their claim to fame is that song that came out way after Kurt Cobain died. It's called You Know
You're Right.
Oh yeah, that was the last one they did.
He likes you know. The funny thing is,
Yeah.
he'll sit
and,
there.
And the first Foo Fighters, Dave Grohl did the whole first Foo Fighters record there.
Okay.
Like
He'll
a
sit
year
there.
later.
Is this the right
There's
place?
a Dave
here?
Matthews poster. He did one of those. I think he did satellites there too.
Yeah.
He'll sit there and talk shit on Nirvana, but then every time we'll like show him a song and be like, "Oh, I never heard that one. I like that one. That's pretty good." I'm like, "Then you like
that's
Nirvana?"
hyperbole.
That's that man is speaking out of turn.
I have a little bit of that too. Like
I can
I've
relate.
always said that I don't really like Led Zeppelin, but there are I can name at least a couple songs. I'm like, yeah, that's a pretty fucking sweet.
So you can get past the image of Robert Plant like pelvic thrusting on stage and going.
Have you ever seen
I thought you were gonna say-
Have you ever seen How the West Was Won? That DVD
I do.
of them. And there's this for some reason the cameraman decided that the best angle
Oh,
of Robert
yeah.
Plant
Oh, yeah.
from below, and you can see. I mean, he's got tighter jeans on than we all have here, and he is just full package. Out.
Moose
That's
knuckle.
the record.
Is it like
the DVD is the one where it's like in the Arizona desert or something? There you go. It's that fourth or fifth one in.
This one here?
No.
Oh
next
wait,
one.
like this?
No. Look for the Utah desert looking thing at the top.
Oh, up
LED.
here.
Is it like
yeah.
David Bowie from Labyrinth Bulge?
Anyways, it's it's pure bulge and yeah. What's
They're not going to show us any of this.
Vaughn Vaughn clearly loves the image of the bulge.
It's
The battle of the bulge.
It's tiny, but I think I can see it. Oh, dude, I can see his whole penis. Okay.
It's not so.
And that's just a still shot.
That's
Okay,
a black and white still shot too.
there it is. Oh, yeah, dude. This is what they used to play at Guitar Center
Jeez.
Tacoma all day. I mean, on mute, but on the TVs back in the day. So I'm very familiar with this package. Guitar Center, when I worked at Guitar Center, they played that over the monitors.
Oh, yeah.
So, like,
that
they
to
never
get you-
switched. They never
On
switched.
mute, it was just.
It was on mute, and they would have, rock and roll.
Was that to get you guys like in the mood for
Salad.
interactive customers
You got a Guitar Center. You're gonna be playing like that guy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and looking like that guy?
In the 70s, we didn't
It'll make
use our
bigger.
hands to play guitar.
They didn't. Yeah, no. I was going to say something inappropriate, but that would be for Patreon only.
Well, just say it and then cut it.
Oh, Jimmy actually, when you said if you can get past the idea of Robert Plant pelvic thrusting, I thought you were going to say if you get past the image of Jimmy Page fucking a 14-year-old. Because that's what he did.
Didn't everybody back then?
Well documented.
I've only ever heard the thing that he
Not well.
I
something
didn't know
weird,
that.
did something
With
weird
a fish?
a shark. Or
Oh,
Oh, the mud shark. Yeah,
Yeah, I stayed in that room at
Zappa knows a thing or
Edgewater
two about
Hotel.
that.
that was at the Edgewater.
Yeah, I think so.
Was that here?
Yeah, that's on.
I think
That's
it was
right
in
on the
Seattle.
on
Shit
the.
happens in Seattle.
I almost called it the ocean. That's right on the.
Fuck yeah,
on
dude.
The
I
sound
stayed in
there.
that room. You can
on the bay.
smell the fish.
Oh,
Mud and the shark.
Cut it off.
Hey, speaking of
I
mud
gotta
shark,
look that shit up, man.
oh my god. That's the worst fucking thing you've ever said in your
And it didn't even
entire
cuss.
life.
There really wasn't any.
Oh my god.
Well,
Horrible.
I didn't stay
You can
in that
smell
room.
the fish?
No,
That's for the Patreon.
that's just Seattle. Yeah. That's fake.
So wait, he did something with a 14.
So let's see. Well, I've been seeing on musician TikTok a lot of people make reference to that, and so I always comment that on someone's thing when they say like, "Oh, hold on."
I feel like we're getting FBI territory
Well,
here.
it's like it goes back
I know,
to the whole
I know.
Dimebag Daryl thing, like savage guitar player, but then there's that fucking just damning interview, man.
Which one?
That's news to me.
I don't know. Same. I don't know about
He's-
that.
Yeah, hey, there's a black dude trying to get an autograph from him. Like he wants him to autograph the guitar.
Oh, that one.
And the guy's
Yeah.
he's like, "Well, I'm not gonna sign it unless."
Ooh.
I know. There's no way around that
And
one.
it's like clear as day, and it's like, "Damn, bro."
You really had to do that.
Well, they can't all be zingers.
In hindsight, he did play guitar with Confederate flag boldly.
I know.
And
I know.
that's
It's not
just
that.
it. I mean, there's certain things I feel like when you die, like so much shit gets overlooked after you die.
Right.
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 Sure.
Because he's a legend. I mean,
Yeah,
people love him so much
that's-
that they're like, he wasn't. I mean, he could have been good at guitar and hated black
Michael
people.
Jackson.
Right. Not a great guy to hang out with.
All of
probably.
a sudden, everybody went back to he's a great dancer, great singer. Great performer. He died.
Let's just forget about the other
Yeah, but
stuff.
right before that,
Right
we were
before
like,
that,
it's
it was
pretty
a
much
fucking
confirmed.
180. It was
Rough
like,
road.
Yeah,
We loved him the whole
he's
time.
dead.
Same thing, man. Dimebag Daryl, like that's all you're gonna know. It's just shreds.
Perfect
but-
segue. Zach Wild, Daryl, Zach Dimebag Wild.
What?
They started the tour.
Zach Bag Daryl.
Pantera. I've heard
Zach
it
Bag Daryl.
on
Is this like a
phone
recent
cameras.
thing?
Yeah, we should play.
Wait, half of Pantera is dead.
Have you guys not? Oh, I love
Zach Wild filling two
I
roles.
love
It's Zach and Wild.
What?
Yeah, they're touring again.
It's all over my fucking
For Metallica,
feed.
when Metallica comes through.
Yeah.
I just found that they're coming here in like 2 years.
The Jimi
By the
Hendrix
way-
experience is touring again, guys.
Oh shit,
No,
dude!
repeats weekend.
Wait, what?
The Metallica, when they come
Oh,
in,
the
they're gonna play
repeat.
2 nights,
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
not going to repeat the same set list.
That's so dope. That's
so
a baller
you better
move.
hope you get Master of Puppets and...
Dude,
the night
decent
to go.
seats are $350 a pop.
It's terrible, man.
It's fucking crazy.
Yep.
To get into that, like the little snake pit thing, 11 grand.
Yeah, dude, we looked into... Because my dad's
It's
a
not
huge
very metal,
Springsteen
man.
fan.
11 fucking $1,000.
That ain't very metal.
My dad's a huge
It's not.
Springsteen
It's not
for the
fan.
people.
He was gonna fly out here and we were gonna go to the concert
It
together.
is metal.
And $800 for a lower bowl at Climate Pledge. You
Yeah.
gotta be fucking
So that's another band I would like to see like 30 years ago, maybe. Maybe.
one?
Yeah.
Metallica.
Oh yeah, that'd have been dope. We saw the Saint Anger, or you? I say we. It was his brother, his older brother. He wasn't there.
Did Lars have the
pretty
snare?
funny. No, he left that at home. It was pretty good, but I was 14. I just started, so my ear wasn't like. And then I saw him in 20. I seen him every time they came here since I've been alive, which is only 3 times. They
That
never
is
came.
crazy to think. You'd think they
They've
would
only
have
came
played more.
anyway. They were good every time. But yeah, I think Lars cut off that last quarter note of every beat every time. Here's Pantera with Zach Wild. Are you guys even freaking ready for this?
What? Oh yeah, I met Max too. He was in a band that we used to play around with. He was like a 14-year-old like prodigy.
Your dad's fucking Mike Portman, right?
Yeah.
He's pretty good in this, if I remember. I watched it a couple days ago.
It's weird that he moved back to it. I said it's weird that Mike Portnoy lived in the Lehigh Valley. Mike Portnoy, if you're listening, it's really weird that you live there.
I hear enough. It's cool.
It's pretty much. But let's get to a solo so we can really.
Get wild.
There it is. I knew he was
There
gonna.
it is.
He held back. He held back. Oh, he's doing it everywhere now.
Although, is there a bet? Like, I mean, is there another guitar player that you would replace Dimebag
No.
with?
No.
it's Zach
Dude,
Wild.
when you told me, you're like, hey, they're doing it, I'm like, unless it's with fucking Zach Wild, I don't know what they're going to do, and you told me it
It's Zach
was.
Wild.
And I was like, nah, metal moment.
John Mayer.
Document with
That would be Vaughn's choice.
with the Confederate flag guitar and everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, it sounds good. So I have no hate for it, but it's not right. But it's
Forgetting this
cool.
thing.
It's a novelty, and I'm in for it. And I want to see it.
I think that this is a reasonable reunion.
Sure.
I would call it.
Not really a reunion though.
I think it's a good RR.
Reasonable reunion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rational reasonable reunion.
the Guns N' Roses
Not a
one is
CG.
really good.
Oh, Guns N' Roses
A
did
cash
good.
grab.
Yeah, cash grab. You gotta,
Well, Guns N' Roses is most of the original guys. isn't it?
Or nostalgia.
Yeah, it's
moment,
Axl,
and
Duff, and Slash.
I mean, yeah,
So
if you
I
have those
have
three, you're good.
I do have a hot take about Pantera.
Let's hear
I
it.
definitely think Pantera, in my mind, replaces Anthrax as far as the big four goes.
I would do that.
That's,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm not really a fan of Anthrax.
Yeah.
Who is the
Me
big...
neither.
Yeah.
I don't
The
know
band
why the fuck
either.
they're
Not
in
even a
there.
hot take,
I
turns
have
out.
never
The only
met
song-
somebody that's like, yeah, fucking Anthrax,
Because who is the
baby.
big four? It's Metallica, Megadeth, and
Anthrax.
Pantera,
Yeah.
Slayer.
Yeah.
Slayer, and then...
Slayer!
Right? They include Megadeth in that, don't they?
Yeah, Megadeth's
Megadeth.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Megadeth.
it's Metallica, Megadeth, Pantera,
Pantera and Slayer.
and Slayer.
Yeah, I couldn't
Anthrax.
name one Anthrax song.
I mean, the only one I know is
Madhouse.
Madhouse.
Domination.
Because it was in Guitar Hero.
I'm broken.
It was in Vice
Yes,
City. That's why
what
I know
I'm
it.
saying.
And the only... What's the lead singer's
Wonk.
name? Mike something Scott?
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Scott
The guy-
Anthrax.
He's got the patent.
Yeah, then you have
Yeah.
Scott Ian as a
No,
guitar
Ian-
player.
Ian-
Ian
Scott
Scott's
Ian.
the...
I follow him on
Ian.
Instagram. He's cool on Instagram. Actually, his son's a fucking ripping drummer too. Like usually, I like to see little kid drummers. Like, okay, that kid actually like. I think he's gonna be a fucking
Tight.
awesome musician.
Let's
He plays
put
guitar
it,
too.
Let's put it this
But
way: I saw
don't know the band.
Anthrax open up for Volbeat.
Oh,
So there's no
there you
way
go.
you're
That's-
even in
fuck
the
is that?
fucking
Yeah.
conversation at that point. Which I like Volbeat,
stand-
but I'm just saying you're opening up for them
Sure.
at like a mid-size venue.
Sure.
How are you even in this?
Yeah.
Like, I don't get it.
Yeah, I
That's
guess I
fair.
never thought to get it. I thought it wasn't
Pantera
cool.
Is far beyond.
I just
That's
assumed
not a hot take.
Anthrax.
I think that's
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
well thought out.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the name of this episode, dude.
Yeah.
Pantera's better than Anthrax. Go fuck yourself.
Pantera is better than Anthrax.
Hot take about
Why the
Pantera.
fuck are they even in there?
That's pretty good. Right on, dude. Well, we hit a
I'm
nice
so
hour.
happy that everybody agreed.
I know that wasn't a hot take at all.
You met no pushback.
All right, I'm gonna do my ending. We have our own endings. I do my random segments I come up with, and then Steven has his words of inspiration. But I want to go around and ask simple questions. Favorite color?
Green.
Oh, same question. Purple.
I'd say blue.
Red.
Nervous to answer that.
Favorite food?
Crap. Pizza, I guess.
Crap pizza.
Sushi.
Sushi. Good answer.
Linguine and clam sauce.
Fuck, I guess I'm just gonna go with pizza, man.
Yeah, that's good. We can do
No,
repeats.
linguine and clam sauce. Like,
Okay.
It's gonna be basic
okay.
on that one.
Favorite '90s movie? I'm making these up off the tip of my head right now.
shit.
Oh, that's easy. Happy Gilmore.
Tight. Oh,
Nice.
hell yeah, hell yeah.
Fucking no.
I
We'll come back.
definitely know.
Twister.
Well, am I skipping Steven? Let's get
Twister.
Steven in on this. What's yours?
I can't fucking think of 90s.
Twister?
Like, I know it came out in the 90s. I
I
like
got
tornadoes.
two. I got Face Off
Nice.
and Unforgiven.
Good answers. He was '90s ready.
Hell of a thing killing a man.
Take away all he's got and everything he's gonna.
I'm not a fucking movie guy, really. I mean, I know some,
Okay, what about TV shows from any era?
Mad Men.
Nice.
Come back to me.
South Park.
Breaking Bad.
You're so excited about
Oh, South Park. Hell yeah. dude.
that's awesome.
I mean, honestly, I think at this point, my favorite show of all time is The Office.
Yeah.
Fair.
I think it is.
I watched it a lot. I did
Yeah.
watch it a lot.
I have rewatched that so many times. I think I have to say The Office.
So what makes you cringe the most? Scott's Tots or the dinner party?
Oh,
good.
Scott's Tots.
Because Scott's
Those are definitely
that's
the
just
two.
because that's just
Those are the two.
I can't even.
you can't get.
Wait. They're lithium.
They're lithium. No, that is the worst. I can't. Oh.
Call
yeah,
me before
every
you
time.
cash this check. No, I can't even
yeah,
imagine. It's the Michael Scott reading room. Do you want to go in? Not even a little bit.
Yeah, that's my favorite one. That's my favorite
Local
one.
businessman, college pledges college tuition.
God, and they love him. They know him by
Oh,
name.
it's so horrible.
That's so good.
I have to
so
fast forward through
horrible.
that one because it's just it's rough.
Dude, I watched it over and I show people like, wait, it's lithium. It's so
Yeah.
good.
You've inspired me to change my answer to "It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia."
Oh yeah, I changed
That's a
mine.
good fucking show, yeah.
Dude, yeah. I haven't seen a lot of the new stuff. I guess I'm kind of waiting.
Best-
so I can
Are they
binge
making
it.
new episodes?
Best
More than I've
first
seen,
scene
more than,
to
like,
any
season
show
12.
ever.
Best what?
Hey, we're closed. Yeah, I know. I don't want any trouble.
Oh, the first episode is real. Yeah. It's like I'm here with D. It's like, oh, it's just that's a way to do an episode. That's kind of like a Chappelle show. Come out swinging. So yeah, so that show's great. The Office is great. I like Parks and Rec. Obviously, I'm pretty
I
standard.
still gotta watch that.
Pretty standard when it comes to shows.
I don't know if it's my favorite, but I'm just gonna go with Attack on Titan right now.
Oh yeah.
He's an anime guy.
Oh, that one made me want to throw.
Ah.
That one will make you sick to your stomach
That's really good.
in a good
Do
way.
you watch anime?
No, but I've seen enough of that
You don't
one.
even have to watch anime to like Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
Man. It's just really.
I watched
fucking
Dragon
good.
Ball
Okay.
Z. dude.
I've
I
never
get
even
it.
heard of it. So
I'm not a weeb.
you're not alone.
I don't know.
Fuck you.
I said we. Dude, I was at the South Hill Mall and they had
There's a
like
shot fired.
a ton of stuff now. They have like a bunch of different like import stores from Japan, like a bunch of cool stuff. And I said dog, and I felt like it was a slur. I was like, no one heard me, but I was like, is weeb okay to say? But you guys just said it.
What is a weeb?
I think it just means you like Asian stuff as a guy.
That's what I always
As a
thought. I
white
always thought it was
guy.
somebody who's really infatuated with like Japanese culture.
But it's not just Japanese culture. It's like if it's supposed to mean like if you're like infatuated with like the Japanese culture that's like not really Japanese culture. It's just like
It's like the Americanized
It's like an
version.
exploitative way,
Yeah.
kind of.
It's what the Americans think Japanese culture is.
Oh, my buddy in high school.
What?
He had this.
You have some strange fucking friends.
He had the Shinai and the
That's not what I
Boken,
know.
and he only dated Koreans.
Katana?
What's that?
You mean a
And
katana?
he had a katana, but he
dated
also had the
Koreans.
Shinai and the Boken. So
I
he,
just know as this big fucking army dude.
yeah. Well, then he went army. That was him in high school.
Oh, so he went from being really Japanese to really American.
Yeah. So I'm.
Oh, we
so I
didn't get
mean,
to that. Do you guys have like day jobs?
Yeah, I teach second grade.
What
What?
the fuck? Really?
do you have another hour? Fuck.
I do.
we
I
should've
do.
asked him
I do
before.
want to redeem myself though. You asked me my rig rundown, and I completely got the yips on the name of my amp. 68 Custom Pro Reverb.
Tight. That's the legit.
The one question I thought they're probably gonna ask that.
Yep.
And then I just completely got the whips on it.
Most people don't know their gear that we've had on, which I love. I love when people don't know their gear.
Yeah.
And you do, to be fair, I know that you do know it, but just know that even if you didn't, nobody hears.
Do you have
I was
pedals?
staring at the shirt.
What kind of pedals? Dark glass?
Yeah, I have a dual.
Steven's good. He knows his
I
gear.
haven't used it as much lately, but I've been using Big Muff and a
cool.
scrambler pedal for my distortion, as well as bass soul.
Is that Ampeg that does the scramble?
You have a bass soul food?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
no,
cool.
You have a bass soul food?
Yeah.
I have a guitar soul food.
Yeah. I had one.
Is it this amp? With
That's
the silver
it
face?
right there.
Yeah, that's it.
Only one channel, baby.
What? You have the,
Yeah,
it
the
looks just
twin.
like this?
I love the minimal knobs.
This is
Only
so sick.
I think we forgot to
treble,
mention that-
bass, and mids, and it's got trem or vibe on it.
Can we?
I think we forgot to mention that also Pat plays guitar.
Yeah.
I don't think we've ever asked.
Pat, what kind of... Okay. You're going to have to cut all this back in.
Yeah.
So, Rig Rundown!
Who plays? Yeah, what guitars do you have?
Yeah, there's two guitar players in this band.
And we could talk about those all night long.
No.
If you didn't notice by the fact that he hates Nirvana and likes all like
John Mayer.
like Eric Clapton, and
All the
stuff.
stuff.
That's
If you
the
hear,
greatest
all
guitar player
the
ever.
blues leads
right
on the
there.
album.
BB King.
If you listen to all the blues leads on the album, that's him. All the Kurt Cobain sound and stuff, that's him.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I play.
You're my guy, dude. Well, you already pointed out the BB King, dude.
Best
I'm
guitar
all
player
about
ever.
it.
One of the best guitar players ever.
Yep.
The guitar player with the most balls of any guitar player ever,
Yes,
Stevie Ray.
definitely
That's
most
a hot,
balls.
I,
That's a good-
that's a hot take. That's okay, but like I think he's
so.
got the most balls of any player. His technique.
Have you
like,
seen his balls?
Maybe. No.
I think it's probably got
He
3.
didn't wear them tight enough.
Stevie Ray Vaughan is like number one for
Like
me.
if you
Right.
study Stevie Ray as a
play
guitar
bass.
player, right? Like what he's doing is not crazy technical, nothing new, right? It's fast, it's loud, it's aggressive, but it's just you can learn his stuff easy enough, but you can't play like
It doesn't
him because
sound like
no
him, yeah.
one can
Yeah.
play with the same balls that guy
Yeah.
ever could.
That's
So
probably,
true.
I would.
You can put 12 gauge
you
strings
could
on. You
argue
can
if-
get a tube screamer.
You get a tube screamer, get
Doesn't
a
work.
strat, get a a jump.
I've tried twice. I have two strats over there.
Strat.
They don't work.
Yeah, I was
don't
looking at
sound
this.
like
I've been looking at this one for a while.
Isn't that nice?
But
Cheap birdie.
He's just and that's why I think he's absolutely
And every
untouchable.
note's
BB's
correct.
the same way. But all those old blues guys are Albert King, Freddie King. You can't. It's all in their hands.
I think Stevie Ray Vaughan has the best guitar tone
Uh-huh.
of
Yeah, he
all
wins.
time. Like
I agree.
It's just the I don't even
Brian
know
May.
the squishiest,
Oh, yeah,
wettest
Brian May.
fucking guitar tone
Yep.
ever. I
It
don't
fits.
even know
It
how to
fits. It's
describe it.
so girthy.
It's just wet.
It's girthy.
So Matt's
That's-
guitars.
Fucking wet.
What kind of guitars do you have?
Yeah, anyway.
So Matt,
That's Pat.
Pat.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Wait, did I say Matt?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm Charlene.
Can I pick this up?
yeah. What?
So,
sorry. Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
Oh no, I play Fender Twin Reverb. I mainly have I have a bunch of different Kurt Cobain guitars.
Tight.
What do you do? Like Jaguars? Is that what?
Yeah, my favorite guitar is a Fender Jaguar.
All right.
I
That makes
play
sense. That adds
that. I play Gibson Les Paul from time to time.
Gibson Les Paul.
Yeah.
You play Gibson Les Paul. Okay.
That's like the only Gibson guitar that I like is a Les Paul.
Do you have an Epiphone Les Paul as well?
Used to.
What happened to that one?
Sold it to get an electric drum kit.
Do you play? How often do you play the electric drum kit?
Not very often.
Was it worth it to sell the Epiphone still?
Just can't stop.
Kinda, yeah, because I got the
Can't
Gibson.
stop.
You can't.
I can't stop.
I know. So that's as much as you guys. This is our biggest thing. Is the internet loves us because we hate Epiphone, and Epiphone people are like, you guys are so snobby and rich and elitist just because we can't afford your gifts. I mean, Steven only.
I don't
plays
really like
So,
Epiphone
He
either.
only plays Epiphone.
I don't like
Your hot take on
Squires.
Squire then.
Well, that's coming. That's coming. We're gonna do a whole fucking episode on
man.
Squire.
Like, can I get a sneak? And Ibanez, what's your hot take on those?
Oh, we did. We got
Fuck God.
Yeah, we got roasted for Ibanez. The more passionate people are about the item, the more he's gonna say "fuck it." I already know that.
Oh man.
I'm very passionate about Fender.
No, so
Yeah, Fender's
my
good.
whole and it goes along the same rules. If you spend a bunch of money on an Ibanez, I'm sure it's great. But the Ibanezes that I've had are
In the
kind of
past-
horrible.
in the
'cause they don't
past.
stay in tune. Like,
they're
You know what?
it's a fucking bitch to tune them, and
Yep.
they don't stay in tune.
I have because I wanted a semi-hollow, kind of like a BB King style guitar, right? But I don't have $3,500 to buy an ES335, so I bought an Ibanez Art Core, which for what it is, there you go, it's good. But the G string, for the life of it, cannot stay in tune. And it's actually a really good sounding guitar, but I play 2 songs and it's already done, and I just get frustrated and go back to the Strat.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's a damn shame.
I would play Strats only if that one you just picked up wasn't fucked up. I think it needs maybe new frets. Did you notice anything?
No, I barely touch it. Now I noticed you have a Gibson ES335 sitting over there.
Oh, yeah.
So I wasn't realizing you were holding
This
that up.
one's kind of set up if you want to play this one, dude.
Yeah, I'm
gonna walk
them. Oh, wow. I don't even think I've actually ever held one of these
strings
before.
very often, and this one is like weak old strings. They're perfect.
I've never even held one of these.
Oh, so nice. I bought it when I was young, so I didn't have responsibilities. I think I got it for $1,500, which is actually pretty sweet because I worked at Guitar Center.
Yeah. Game.
And listen how loud it is without being plugged in. That's a little benefit of the semi-hollow.
Is it
Did you
a...
switch the pickup? Playing acoustic?
The best part is I heard it and went right by it. I didn't even notice.
Because see, it's just a habit, man. If I'm gonna go play, if I'm gonna play that position,
Yeah.
I'm gonna switch to the neck.
Let me hear it.
So
Let me hear the difference.
you want to hear the difference?
Yeah, let's hear it.
That is a lot more twangy.
Now switch it.
Yeah, now it's...
You know, I really like that position better.
I feel like I would roll the tone off, though.
I can't hear the difference.
Yeah. Maybe roll the volume knob off.
I think it's too loud. Turn it down.
It's in tune. I'm glad it's in tune. I handed him an in-tune guitar. I'm so bad with
Wow.
Play Your Body is a Wonderland.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know that one,
It's an F. That's
but I
all
do know "Slow Dancing in the Burning Room."
Play Daughters.
Look in my eyes deeply.
Are you going to talk it like William Shatner?
What is it?
Play Come On Barbie, Let's Go Party.
Here we go.
I've lost it. Which one?
Which one? I don't think there's a guitar in that song.
Wake me up before you go.
Wake me up.
Who's that one? Wham.
It is.
Yeah,
Wham,
it's
Is that
Yeah.
Wham?
Yeah.
I know nothing about
Was
Wham.
that him?
Yeah, it's George Michael.
That's George Michael's. Okay.
God, you really do look like Kurt Cobain.
And it comes full circle.
That's awesome, dude. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Bad with Birds. Steven's on one today. You guys are
Bad
awesome.
with Birds,
Steven, you want to
man.
close us out with any inspirational words, anything like that?
Get the fucking gear that this guy is using.
Absolutely.
That's my words.
And then if you guys want to do another pitch for your gigs, for your new music, for your life, for your band, for your vibe, feel free to do so.
We're all terrible at self-promotion.
Again, this is I can edit.
Yeah, here, you please
So
take
take your
that.
time.
I feel like
See-
Garth and Wayne's World, where he's just like stuck on the show.
That's right. It's the light is what does it, dude. The light stresses me out. It's nice being over here, to be honest, but I'm whatever.
Come to Chop Suey.
Free nudes.
December 15th.
This Thursday.
This Thursday,
This Thursday, come see Batbox.
Bad with Birds.
An Atrocity Girl.
Doors open at 8 p.m.
That Chop Suey in Seattle.
Don't be late. You guys are going on stage, and you guys ain't gonna stop them.
Hey, Peter, why don't you go see Batbox, Bad with Birds, and Atrocity Girl at Chop Suey?
That's perfect. That's perfect.